Basically, what I'm asking is, do you think maybe the Mythic Lockout is outdated in 2022, and it would maybe help a thriving pug system of more raids being able to happen at the 20-man raid size?
So what I'm hearing is you want to do more splits, mythic splits,
This,
more mount sales,
now,
all of that.
this is something
No,
that always gets brought up to me. That this would honestly be something I dread about it, but I honestly think a lot of stuff that is a side effect where what we do is more crazy that sounds miserable. I think it could be potentially much better for a lot of other people in the game.
so I, it could be. So I think when you talk about pugs, for sure, the rigid lockout system for Mythic is inconvenient for pugs. But I think at its core, Mythic raid difficulty isn't really meant for pugs. People will pug it later on in the season for
Mm-hmm.
sure, especially on bigger servers. Certainly, in season 4 like this, where the fights are much better known, the tuning's more forgiving, sure. But it's one of those things where like the lockout is an example of a little bit of healthy friction. We talk about, friction that can have social benefits, like, stuff that was removed when we added Raid Finder, Dungeon Finder back in the day. This is one of those examples in that joining a Mythic raid is a little bit of a commitment. And I could argue that there's an upside for pugs as well, which is that, if you're doing a Mythic Nathria pug, kill Shriekwing, and then suddenly, things aren't going great on Altamore, it's a great reason not to bail on that group. It's a great reason to not have a quarter of the group say, "Now these guys don't get it. I'm out. I'm going to find another group," because you're locked for the week. You're together with them.
You have to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that, I think that actually encourages somewhat stronger social bonds, reliance on others. At the same time, I get it if you just want to jump in and get one boss, but I think the downsides to the overall Mythic ecosystem, if we just removed that lockout and made them flex, would outweigh the upsides. And there's a reason why like normal and heroic are designed to be much more inherently right, flexible in structure, pug friendly. That's why those work that way. That's why Mythic still works the old way.
Okay, cool. So no plans to change that. And yeah, the split thing,
No.
the split thing would definitely be a very unintended side effect from that. Like the absolute terror of potentially seeing like Scott message and be like, okay, everyone show up tomorrow. We're gonna be boosting Mythic Jailer for like 12 hours. Something. I mean, oh my lord, would that be bad?